after you fill in the 2p6, you fill in the S sublevel in the third energy level. These are all on the third energy level. Okay, and then you just keep going up. But on the fourth energy level, something strange happens. Okay, so the first energy level, you have one sublevel. The second, you have two sublevels. The three, you have three sublevels. On the fourth, you might guess you have four sublevels, right? The problem with this one is as the energy levels get higher, the distance between them get closer, get smaller. So the S, the first sublevel, squeezes in between these two. There's fourth sublevel has four. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the fourth sublevel has S, P, D, F. 4 sublevels. Those are all in the fourth energy level. Okay, so after you filled up the 3s with 2 electrons, then you fill up the 3p with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 electrons. You don't fill in the 3d. You do the 4s first with 2 electrons, and then you go to the 3d. Okay, because 4s is a little bit lower in energy. It penetrates through the 3d sublevel. Okay, so you might wonder, well, how do you know what goes next as you go higher and higher? I have this mnemonic device that will help you know what goes next. Okay, the first thing you do is you put the SPDF sublevels on top. Sometimes the way we remember this is spud farm, okay, like a potato farm, and then going down, we can put the energy levels. So draw this in your spiral. So this is energy level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you can see, 1 through 7 corresponds to the period in the periodic table. So if you look here, you see how it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, that's what that means. Each period is an energy level. Okay. So in the first energy level, you have 1s, right? In the second energy level, you have 2s and 2p sublevels. So 2s and 2p. In the third energy level, you have, yes, you guessed it, 3s, 3p, 3d. In the fourth energy level, you have 4s, 4p, 4d, and 4f. In the sixth, oh, did I forget? Oh, this is 5. In the fifth energy level, you have 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, and after f, it's alphabetical, so 5g. And then 6s, 6p, 6d, 6f, 6g, and then 6h, and then 7s, 7p, 7d, 7f, 7g, and 7h, and 7i. Okay? So you can fit up to 2 electrons here. You add 4 to that. That's 6. You add 4. You can fit up to 10. Doesn't have to be 10. And then F up to 14 electrons. Okay? So the way you fill it looks like this. First, you fill up the 1s electron, the 1s sublevel right here. After you fill that up, you fill up the 2s sublevel right here. If after that, you fill up the 2p right here. And then after that, you fill up the 3s. It continues down. Just pretend you're going down the slide. You start from the top and you keep going down. After the 3s, you go to 3p. And you think you would go to 3d, right? No, you go to 4s. And if you go down the slide, it will tell you what goes next. And then 3d, and then 4p is next, and so on and so forth. So it pretty much just goes down in this diagonal line, pretending you're going down the slide, and that's how you fill it up. Okay. So how do we use this? Here's an example. For example, let us write the electron configuration for an element. Let's say, let's do not krypton, let's do bromine. Bromine has 35 electrons. So we are going to arrange or configure 35 electrons in the atom. So the way you do this is you write, okay, so let's write here. So you write bromine. The configuration for bromine with 35 electrons is as follows. You go 1s2, you look up here, 1s2, 2s2, you can fit up to 2, right, up there, and then 2p6, and then 3s2, and then 3p6, and then 4s2, and then I don't know how many electrons I have. Wait, I need 35, right? So 2, that's 10, that's 20. I keep going. 4s2, after 4s2, you go to 3d, and you can fit up to 10, and then 4p. Okay, let me count how many I have. This is 10, 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10. Here's another 10. There's 30 so far, so I have 5 more. So 4p can fit up to 6, but I'll just put 5 because there are only 5 left. Okay, so this is the electron configuration for bromine. So the next time we're together, we're going to write configurations and practice together. Okay?